Okay, so this is really cool. Okay, so I'm sharing it with you, what I figured out. So basically, let's come this side. You have two energies in duality, okay? Masculine, and you have the feminine, okay? Now, when you are sent to this planet or when you're born on this planet, then the first people, the first masculine and feminine you see is your father and your mother. Of course, some of the things you don't have to really see, you also have to feel. My puppy has taken away the toilet paper roll. Oh my god, I need it. Okay, guys. I'm back in front of the board. Okay, so some of the things you don't have to see like visibly, you get the feeling, intuition, emotion. Of course, the sperm of your father and the egg of your mother, that's you. Wow, that's you. That's how you got created first. And then this goes to the womb. Okay, now a lot of people think that the mother is carrying the child, the mother is giving birth, so the child is very close to the mother because of the womb. But the womb is going to create a certain energy depending on the environment outside the womb. So the protection, the care, the financial stuff, or the physical affection, the intimacy. I always say this to people, that intimacy is not just about forming physical or sexual relationships. Intimacy is about being present, listening, communicating, looking into the eyes of a person, acknowledging them. If you get all of that, you don't even need to touch a person. Trust me. If you can be that present around a person, you're going to make them feel so secure and so important. So, and yeah, even for that matter, touch, there's different types of touch. Like there's a bad touch, there's a good touch, there's a friendly touch, there's an unfriendly touch. If someone who slaps you is also touching you, right? And someone who hugs you in a warm way is also touching you. Touch is a touch, right? But there are different types of touch. So this environment that is created around you via the first masculine and feminine energy is your mother and father, okay? Whosoever you choose. So God, let's say source. You won't use God, you will use source. We have the source, okay? And here is the energy, okay? Now, source is not saying anything, okay? We think that source is saying certain things to us and we need to be like that, okay? Now your combination creates you. Now this cannot be perfect. It's not perfect. It's imperfect, okay? This also is imperfect. Now when two imperfect energies come together to create you, obviously you're also going to be imperfect. How do we know these two energies are imperfect? They can be perfect also, right? But they're not perfect. Usually they're not perfect on Earth, because Earth, you forget everything. That's what Earth is all about. You don't remember who you are, where you came from. And what do you don't remember usually? That this you is actually a soul. This we don't remember. I hope you can see the board. Is it visible? Yeah. So this is a soul, and why we become, all of us are imperfect, is because we don't remember that we are a soul. But if we are a good person, if we are honest, if we are kind, if we are humane, we are very close to being perfect, though we are not perfect. But God is saying that since you came from imperfection, your creation is happening via imperfect modalities, then I don't mind it if you're imperfect. Even if you're imperfect, I'll still love you. I still care for you, I still love you, I still accept you, I acknowledge you 100%. Even if you hate me, even if you say, God, what the hell? You are the reason why I'm unhappy. You made me like this, my life. God is saying, yeah, okay. What else am I supposed to expect if I am the one who is knowingly sending you to this imperfect situation where you have all the imperfect tools and modalities? However, the interesting part here is that there is a certain bridge between you and source. That bridge is the master, the guru. Okay. Master is perfect. How does the master become perfect? Now that's a crazy thing. We don't think about that. We usually think about God, and we think about source, and we think about loving source, and in fact the master itself is saying that. Master itself continuously, constantly says source is everything. Don't look at me. Okay, I'm there to give you information, I'm there to give you love and all, but please, source, remember, source is your source, not me. But actually master is the source. I feel that way. That's my personal opinion. You can also bring up your own observations. Why not? Everything is welcomed in metaphysical world. So master is the bridge between you and source. Master is the one that creates that perfection within imperfection. So when you say the word imperfect, if you look at the spelling, okay, this is damn cool actually. I wrote a song like in 2019, then I recorded it in 2020, and I've still not shared it. It's been 4 years. I keep talking about the song. It's like very nice song. I personally love it. I hope I share it. Maybe if I can share the lyrics, only the lyrical part, maybe I will. But the title of that song is Imperfect. And there's a lot of rage in that song. There's a lot of divine feminine rage and anger and all of that in that song. The little puppy is awake, and the little puppy is very naughty right now. Hello puppy, come here. Come here. No, come here. So if you look at the word imperfect, actually it's I am perfect. See, I am perfect. Now who is doing this? It's actually the master. I mean, once you understand that the master is the only person who is capable of loving you so deeply and capable of giving you all the tools you need, because your father and your mother cannot give you those tools. They are not, unless they are awakened ones and they themselves become the masters. Okay, then that's a different thing altogether. But usually that is not happening, right? So usually, in most cases, that is not happening. So the master becomes the bridge between you and source. Source is perfect, but source also knows that you are created out of imperfections. So source is not expecting you to be imperfect, but this is something you don't know because you're not in a soul format. You don't know this. This is something that master makes you understand. Look, it's not your fault. You're feeling unworthy of love. You're feeling like this incomplete, like really shitty feeling you get. And I work with a lot of people, guys. I'm telling you, most people are unhappy. So if I pick up A, let's say A, I have A, B, C, D, four people, okay? A will say, I need money. A doesn't have money, so A says, I want money. But I got the looks to kill. I got like whatever, family, there's that, whatever, 10 things I have, but I don't have this, I want this. B says, I got the money, I'm not worried about money, okay? But nobody loves me. Nobody likes me. Or I'm like fat or too thin. something, thin shaming, fat shaming, I'm dark, I'm not fair, or I'm too fair, whatever. This B has some other bodily thing or some other nature related thing, nature as in who you are as a person. C is like, I got these two, I got the money, I got the looks and everything, but I don't have a job that I want, like a good job, like career and all that. I'm not settled. They keep using this word settled. We hear this so much all throughout our lives. You gotta get settled. Somebody says you gotta get settled if you have a good job. Somebody says you gotta get settled if you have a husband or a wife or child. Somebody's idea of being settled is you have a big mansion. Somebody's idea of being settled is you have your own this, own that, ownership. So this one says, I got the looks, I got the money, but I don't have a job. If only I have something of my own, I'll be like the coolest person around. D says, oh, I got a good job, I got money, I got, okay, looks, whatever, fine. I mean, they got something going, but I don't have fame. Well, let's say we have an E also here who says, I want power. I want to be a powerful person, right? So these are broadly 4-5 things that people are going crazy for, due to which they think that they are not perfect. And everybody actually is striving for perfection. I don't know why today I'm like really inspired to share that song finally. I feel I'm ready to talk about this factor of life. So we all are actually crying in the middle of the night sometimes, or in the middle of the day. We are upset. Upset. Another cool thing. So every time you're upset, you can actually use it to up and set yourself, set back, reset, upset, go up, go higher. Being upset is not so bad. Actually, it can help you to become like so much cooler and so much better. You get an upgrade if you are very upset. But the trick here is honesty. Honesty is the best policy, guys and girls. I have been feeling this for quite some time now, that honest people usually, they're more original, they're more authentic, and God loves honest people. In fact, masters also, if you go and ask masters very honest question without thinking, like, you know what, can't say this to a master, I can't say this to God. No, they want you to get mad sometimes. They want you to get angry. They want you to do whatever, but at least be honest. They want honesty. And when you have honesty, they can give you honest answers, which you should be open about. Okay, like if you say, God doesn't love me. How do you know that God doesn't love you? Who told you that? Where did you learn it from? You learned it from your most cardinal, initial, feminine and masculine, the ones you witnessed. Because see, these feminine and masculines are also connected to other feminines and masculines, but they are the first ones. Like when your mother keeps saying, oh, I'm not good enough because you know what, I don't have my own house, or I don't have my own this, that, whatever, something of her own. She's constantly reminding you that she's not perfect. And you as a child, you or anyone as a child would go up and tell your mother and, kind of please her to be happy. Like, oh, mother, you're so nice. What do you want me to do? I saw this video online the other day on Instagram where a lady, because these days there are lots of people who make their children's Instagram and Facebook and YouTube channels, and the kids are like entertaining the whole world because they're so entertaining. But how did they become so entertaining? They're so perfect. Those children are so perfect. So this lady was crying and the kid comes inside and she goes like, oh, mama, why are you crying? Should I do this for you? Should I do? She said like 10 things, 20 things to make her mother get out from the bed, to make her mother feel happy. Why the mother was sad, we don't know. But she was crying or she was sad, and she'd written, that I should not be crying in front of my kid because my kid is making so many efforts to bring me out of my despair. This is true for all children, actually. Most children are like that because children know that they are souls. So the aberration is, this is good, this point, that you don't know you're a soul. Sure, you don't know, but when you're a child, you definitely are connected with this aspect. You're more connected with source, soul, and childhood. It's all connected. So at that point in time, you don't care you have an alcoholic father or a drug addict father or a greedy father or a greedy mother or a angry mother or sad father who's always sad and lonely. You don't know all of that. As a child, and these are just examples, you can put down other things. I'm sure they have good qualities also because they're imperfect. They don't have just bad qualities. They have some good qualities also. It could be that sometimes they can be funny, sometimes they can be caring, they can be kind-hearted, whatever. So they've got good and bad qualities both. But as a child, everything is okay. There's no good, there's no bad. For a child, everything is fine. Everything is great. So, this is it. It's the master who connects us with source. Being upset is not bad, according to me. Being upset will upgrade you if you very honestly think through. When you're upset, when you're crying, you have to think through. Why am I upset? My puppy is looking so cute right now. I should show you it. He's literally sitting on the sofa and lying down and watching my presentation. Wait. That's my presentation. And there he is, enjoying the presentation. So it is like 4 in the morning, and yeah, I am looking nice, but usually at 4 in the morning I don't look this nice. Probably it is the lighting or the colors, it's looking nice, but it's 4 in the morning. So yeah, this room is a bit messy. Now the point is that we don't have to get angry with the masculine and the feminine. I mean, yeah, you can get angry. Honestly, you can get angry, okay? I'm not saying don't get upset. Be honest. But one thing you learn from this is that if God loves them, your imperfect parents, God loves you too, because God created you knowing that you would sooner or later get programmed, then forget about everything, and you're gonna get frustrated someday. But then that's the thing. That's why we are here. We are here on this planet to experience both positive and negative, both, okay? And then we realize that this positive and negative combined together forms this yin and yang. Yin and yang came from this concept only. Or in Hindi we say Ardhanareshwar, and in English we call it twin flames. The coming together of Ida and Pingala. What is Ida and Pingala? It is the inner masculine and feminine. Now the inner masculine and feminine is perfect. There is no flaw in Ida and Pingala, but you're not aligned with it. That's the thing. You gotta align with it. You can only align with it when you align with your chakra system. So chakras are already working fine. It's just that we get out of alignment. So when we get back into the alignment, we can. And how do we get into alignment? We do it with the help of amazing, right? This is so amazing. This is what I keep thinking about these days, I think. So I feel like, okay, I should talk about it to everybody else. Lots and lots of things might just fit in the picture, like the puzzles, the pieces of the puzzles. But couple of things are very important. One is your solar plexus chakra. Why it's important is because it's connected with the navel. The sound is, of course, you can say R-U-M, Ram, Ram. No, all of them are same actually. Ram, Ram. say it faster in repetition. So if solar plexus, this is the mantra. This is also the Bij mantra, which means it's like very powerful mantra. Okay, so there are a lot of mantras actually. There are so many chakras and every chakra has a sound, but this is the magical one. Why it's magical? It's because this is in Hindi called Manipur chakra. Okay, Manipur chakra. Mani means, Pur means first of all city. Mani means jewels. So obviously this is plural. So Manipur, city of jewels chakra. What does this actually mean? That this place, your navel, your solar plexus is actually city of jewels. Like, oh my god, all your jewels are over there. So when you keep chanting this mantra, I know it can sometimes be like, what do I really have to just do this all day long? That's it, that's about it. What about my work? What about my life? I mean, I feel like maybe you can have days when you do a lot of it. Like you have days, maybe today you do whole day, you just sitting and chanting, and you have a certain number that okay, this much I have to do. And then every day you can do little bit. Or when you wake up in the morning, 4 a.m. I'm gonna go now because it's 4, so at 4:30 it's already like half an hour long. So you just meditate, you create a time frame. Best is when you wake up and when before you sleep. I woke up thinking about all of this, so I wore this jacket. I made my hair a little better than what it was, and here I am talking about the solar plexus mantra. Now trust me, I'm talking about it, but it's the master who talks about it. But it makes sense metaphysically and scientifically when you listen to all the other things. When you look at the Manipur chakra's location, when you look at all the other chakras, you realize, okay, there has to be some importance given to this part. Because then you look at Vishnu and you realize that Vishnu's navel is from where everything started happening, right? All the magic. So this is where I'm going to close this video. I will see you in the next one. You can get into a personal session with me and you can do a whole bunch of cool therapies with me. Check out the information in the description box. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.